Hello, my name is Michael, and today we are going to be talking about beverages. So let's get into our lesson. So, first, we are going to learn some vocabulary about beverages. Okay, the first vocabulary word barrels. What are barrels? Barrels are made from wood, and inside they have liquid like wine or beer, and it's used for transporting to the businesses. And these are called barrels. Vocabulary, next vocabulary, carbonated. Carbonation are the bubbles that we find in drinks like 7 Up, Sprite, Pepsi, Coca-Cola. It's what puts the bubbles in the beverage drinks. Next word, competitors. Competitors are the people that challenge us when we are selling something. For example, Nikes and Adidas are competitors. They are both in the same market selling the same items or same product. Next, experiment. An experiment is when we mix something together and we don't know exactly what we're doing, but we mix the chemicals together to get a different chemical. And this is called an experiment, combining things together to get something new. Next word is distribution. Distribution is how a product goes from the factory to the store. So it can go by car, by plane, by train. These are called modes of transportation for distribution. The next word is formula. Formula are the chemical components that we put together to get the result. So A2 plus B2 equals C2. This is a formula to tell us how to get an answer to something, an equation. Next, a fountain. A fountain is the area in a restaurant where you can get your beverages, where you can get your drinks. So if you go to a place like KFC, they will give you a cup and you go up and you fill it. You are filling your cup at the water fountain. It's the machine to get your soda. The next word, imposter. An imposter is someone that copies a product and it's not real, an imposter. For example, let's say I make a fake brand and I call it Apple, but it's not really Apple. It's my brand. I am an imposter. I am cheating. Next, an investor. An investor is someone that puts money into a company. So let's say I put money into Apple Computers. I am an investor of Apple Computers. I put my money into that company. Next word is a pharmacist. When you are sick, we go to a doctor. Then the doctor will tell us to go get some medicine. And he writes us a little prescription, a piece of paper to get the medicine. We take that piece of paper to the pharmacist to get the medicine. Next word is a plant. A plant is another name for a factory. So in Ayutthaya, we have Honda plant, a Honda plant. We have the Toyota plant. So the plant to make cars, automobile plants. Okay, we also have plants for making clothes, the Nike plant. Next one, refreshments. Refreshments and beverages are very similar, but beverage includes all drinks and refreshments include refreshing drinks. A drink that you drink and it makes you feel fresh. So let's say on a hot day, if I have some lemonade with ice, that would be a refreshment because it would make me feel fresh. Next is syrup. A syrup is very thick with lots of sugar, and we can mix it with water or carbonated water to make a fuzzy drink or a bubbly carbonated drink. And the last one is a trademark. A trademark is the name of the product. For example, Nike is a trademark. Coca-Cola is a trademark. Adidas is a trademark. Okay, now, today we're going to be talking about a famous trademark called Coca-Cola. So let's get into our video. So pay close attention to the video because at the end, there will be a quiz.
Wondered about the great mysteries of life, like how the universe began, who built the pyramids, the secret formula for Coca-Cola. Some scientists believe there may be a cosmic connection to these mysteries. No one knows for sure, but we do know that Coca-Cola has been around since the beginning of time. Okay, here's the real story. Coca-Cola was invented right here in the city of Atlanta over 100 years ago. Back in 1886, a pharmacist named John Pemberton was experimenting with a new recipe. He took some secret ingredients and boiled them into a syrup. He thought,
Okay, so Coca-Cola was invented in Atlanta by John Pemberton. And they mixed the ingredients by boiling them together to get the syrup.
it was pretty tasty. So he took some to Jacob's Pharmacy, where they mixed the syrup with plain water and placed it on sale for 5 cents a glass. Legend has it, an employee of the pharmacy accidentally mixed the syrup with carbonated water and served it over ice to a customer. Well, the customer absolutely loved it, and the rest is history.
So it was a mistake that to mix the carbonated water with the Coca-Cola syrup. At first, they only mixed it with water, but an employee made a mistake and mixed it with the carbonated soda to get the Coca-Cola product. So Coca-Cola was an accident.
This was invented one of the greatest refreshments of all time. Dr. Pemberton's accountant was named Frank Robinson, and it was his idea to call this new drink Coca-Cola. In fact, he created the now famous trademark in his own handwriting.
Okay, so Frank Robinson was the creator of the trademark.
As word spread around Atlanta about this fashionable new beverage, sales began to increase. In 1888, he sold the secret formula to a businessman named Asa Candler. Who later formed a corporation to produce and distribute Coca-Cola. Mr. Candler was a marketing genius, and he came up with countless creative ways to promote the product. He even delivered the syrup in barrels that were painted red to give them a distinctive appearance. As more and more people discovered this delicious new refreshment, Coca-Cola began to pop up all over America. Then one day, a couple of clever guys named Thomas and Whitehead had an idea. Coca-Cola was so successful as a fountain drink, what if someone put it in bottles?
So before, you could only buy Coca-Cola at a fountain. But Thomas and Whitehead had a very good idea to put Coca-Cola in a bottle and sell it in bottles.
Coca-Cola was so popular, in fact, that competitors tried to cash in on its success. So The bottlers decided to create something that made it easy for people to tell Coca-Cola from the imposters. And in 1916, they introduced the Coca-Cola Contour bottle.
So many companies were trying to replicate or make copies of the Coca-Cola product. So they were imposters. So they came up with a very interesting and unique design so people or other companies could not copy them.
Now people could be sure they were getting the real thing. In 1919, Candler sold the company to a group of investors, and a man named Robert Woodruff soon became the new company president. Under his leadership, bottling plants began to pop up all over the world, and Coca-Cola became the first truly global brand. Over 100 years later, the formula is still a closely guarded secret, but the popularity of Coca-Cola is no secret. It's the most recognized trademark in the world.
Okay, so Coca-Cola was the first international product. So it's very interesting. Oh, I hope you paid very close attention because now you are going to have a small quiz. So good luck on your quiz, and I will see you on the other side.